Good morning, dear community, and welcome to the House of Jin Shin. Today's little self-help practice I would like to dedicate to my teacher, Philomena Dooley, who I speak to regularly, and she's doing fine. She's in quarantine in her home in Boulder, and I just wanted to share with you something that she was always talking about, and she would say, there's an order to order and there's an order to disorder. And so when we look at our individual body, if there's an order to disorder, a disorder to disorder, we get into disease. And so if there's an order to disorder, it will keep getting worse. It means the energy is moving counterclockwise. And so we want to stop that and put an order to order. So I was thinking about it because as we look at the situation today, if you look at the order to order and the order to disorder, then it seems like there is a disorder in our lives right now. Of course, in the universe there is an order also, and so it seems that our individual body and us as individual and people in this world, we are not in harmony with the universal energy. And in a way I feel that there have been so many prayers of a change for the world, and prayers and wishes and people speaking out and groups coming together collectively to put a stop to the destruction of the earth, and also to the climate change. And actually here it is, the universe in a way listened to us. And of course a lot of us are gonna have a loss and are already having losses, and it's really hard because for ourselves we have to stay home, and so it's bringing up a lot of feelings. But if you can look at it in the bigger picture, what is happening, I mean, the pollution has changed already a lot, and there were pictures from China 1 week after they stopped having all these flights coming in. It looked very clear, whereas before it was like the picture was black and after it was white. And so in a way the universe is having our back. And I think it's really important for us to look at it in that way and to really take an inventory of that and be responsible also today to really stop this spread, because we can also see it as a sign from the universe. And so with this in mind, I would like to today practice the first three flows, which is they are the flows that connect us to source energy. They are pure source energy, and the first three tell us about our relationship with universal energy. So this will also bring us back into rhythm with universal energy. So we have done this before, and I would like to go through them again because the main center source really probably is my favorite self-help flow. I definitely practice it on myself every day. And when I give all these other flows and quickies, the main center source is really the one to always practice with it. So we'll start with the main center source, which helps the entire endocrine system. So you wanna, I'm gonna do it sitting up, but you can do it lying down. Make yourself comfortable, use a pillow to support your arm, and place the right hand on top of the head and the left hand between the eyebrows. And feel yourself connecting to this universal energy, because we are a part of it. In a way, it really is that the macrocosm is talking to us, to the microcosm. And it's important that we listen. Come here, Rex. So take a nice deep breath and feel the pulsation into your fingertips. So with this step, you're helping the pineal and pituitary gland. As I said, you're helping the whole endocrine system, all the glands in the body. And this will also help you to fall asleep, because sometimes People wake up in the middle of the night as our unconscious is really working at this time. Also, including myself, I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night with some nervousness. So this first step will really help to calm the body and also helps us to go back to sleep. Then move your left hand to the tip of the nose. And this is the generator for the body, gets the whole system going. Also helping the reproductive system. And then we move the left hand down the V of the neck, which helps the thyroid and the parathyroid. Again, very important glands to regulate our nervous system as well. And if you have anxiety, sometimes the thyroid gland really starts to speed up. So this hold will be very calming as well. You may feel pulsation in there, like a heart pulsation. So if you hold it for a few minutes, that will settle down. Now, if your right hand gets tired, if you are sitting up like me, then you can put it on your tailbone. But I'm gonna hold it up here. So notice if there's any tenderness here or any fullness in the V of the neck. You should be able to stick your finger down, and this will also help with breathing, for breathing projects, and also communication into the world, and literally the voice. So very good for singers as well. And then move your left hand to the middle of the sternum at the third rib. This helps the thymus gland, which is very, very important for the immune system. The middle of the chest also helps our emotions. They put emotion to our emotions so that we can process our feelings, because all the feelings that come up, they are very important, and we have to be aware of them and acknowledge them and process them. And if you don't, then they tend to take a seat right here. And for all of us who are doing a lot of computer and electronics these days, you might feel some tightness in here as well. This one also helps to open up the heart, and again also helps the lungs. So feel pulsation come to your fingertips. And then move your hand to the base of the sternum, helping the adrenal glands. When we have a lot of fear, our adrenal glands get affected. So this will help. This helps our waistline, our ego, and our mind. Feel how your body is becoming calm, and how you feel that there is an okayness. We are okay, and we will be okay. Move your left hand to the pubic bone, helping for the energy to descend all the way to the toes, helping the reproductive organs. Helping the exhale. Helping the exhale so we can inhale. So there's always a cycle going on. Exhale and inhale. The cycle of letting go, giving, so that we can inhale and receive. Very good. And now place your right hand on the tailbone. And you can use the back of your hand or the palm of your hand, whatever feels comfortable to you. If you're lying down, you can move onto your side. Just make sure you're comfortable so that the energy can spiral all the way to core and back out to surface. So this flow helps us to connect to big S source of energy and the sixth depth, which is universal energy. So please use this flow every day right now to really center ourselves and ground ourselves. Now we're going to practice the supervisor flow. The supervisor flow helps all the safety energy locations. It's a quickie, it's 2 simple steps. And we'll start with the right side. Place your left hand on the right shoulder and the right hand on the right 15. And this allows for the exhale. The right 11 helps with our daily stresses. And the 15 also helps the back. It allows for the energy to go down for the exhale, to exhale completely and let go of all the toxins. And now place your right hand on the sits bone, 25, SEL 25, which allows for the inhale, the energy up the back so that we can let go. So you see how it's always a cycle. It's a cycle of exhale and inhale, and it's a cycle from spiraling from surface to core and back to surface, and a spiraling from our individual body to universal energy, from energy to matter and matter to energy. We are one. We are one and the same. It's just a different level of density. Now place your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand and your right 15, allowing for the exhale. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side. Allowing for the energy to descend, helping all the SELs on the front of the body. Very nice. Now place your left hand on SEL 25, the sits bone, to regenerate the body. Allowing for the inhale so that we can exhale and let go of all the dust and the greasy grime, as Mary Burmeister would say. Connecting us to our energies of generation, the left side of the body, energy of generation. Very good. And now we're going to hold the mediator flow. Place your left hand over your right shoulder and make a ring, a mudra, with your thumb over your ring fingernail, and put your knees together like so. When you're lying down, it's easy to do like this. Or you could also stick your heel into your right knee. So this is the quickie for the mediator flow, helping to balance from right to left and left to right. It is on the mediator flow that our emotions come into being, and so it's very important to harmonize the mediator flow. The mediator flow can be the cause for all projects. And then we'll do the other side. Place your right hand over your left 11 and make a ring with your thumb over your ring fingernail. So these 3 flows are source energy, dancing down to become the body. So they are really for daily maintenance. And I wanted to present these to you today because tomorrow we're not going to be here in the house of Jin Shin, but I'm going to have my first Zoom and Connect series where I will interview prominent people in the wellness and health field. Tomorrow I will be speaking to Marion Weisberg, and I've done a lot of work with her in her groups, and she's truly an amazing, wonderful, wise woman. She's a transactional transactional analysis, TA, from Eric Berne. It's a form of psychology, and we will be talking about how to live in a pandemic situation and in quarantine and what it may bring up. And it's going to be live on Facebook at 2 o'clock from our page. And you can also ask questions and make comments. So I hope that you will all join me. And that in the morning at 11 or before you get up out of bed, that you will practice the first 3 flows. And they are also in my book, The Art of Jin Shin, so you can look them up again. And I wish you all a wonderful day and stay centered and grounded. I'll see you tomorrow too.